Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, high temperatures were cooler than average throughout the region. In fact, we were pretty much into the 40s for the most part, with low 50s along the Oregon coast. The cool spot was 39 degrees in Mount Shasta City, 40 and 41 for Lakeview and Klamath Falls. 46 was the official high here in Medford. Now, our still satellite and radar composite, you can see we do have some rain and snow showers east of the Cascades. Same kind of scenario down into Siskiyou County. All of this is moving from the south towards north. Some light rain over by Grants Pass and along the Oregon coast. Now you can see this motion. The heaviest rain is actually in northwestern California, and that's really been the story for today. All the yellows and the reds in terms of the radar, with the heaviest precipitation moving from the south towards the north, which means that the activity is going to pick up a bit more for tonight before things finally start to calm on down. Now, the last 24 hours, California has been hit with a lot of rain from this particular system. We have a lot of blue out here way offshore because we have a bit of a split flow developing in our jet stream. We'll talk about that here coming up in a bit. But current temperatures right now, we're into the upper 30s and low 40s. East side, kind of same story for up and down Interstate 543 and Medford 45 for Brookings. So tonight's temperatures aren't going to drop all that much. We're pretty much going to stay into the 30s and 40s tonight. If you're seeing rain right now, especially east of the Cascades, it may transition briefly over to a rain-snow mix. But other than that, we're not really anticipating a whole lot of actual snow in the region. Now, it's going to stay pretty blustery, especially east of the Cascades for tonight and into tomorrow as well. We still have those wind advisories for the Rogue and Shasta valleys that's set to expire for tomorrow. And high temperatures will be kind of cool as well, east side into the low 40s. And we're going to be looking at 41 for Mount Shasta City, 52 degrees the forecast high for Medford. So you can see all that rain and snow down to our south, and the heaviest staying along the Oregon coast, but that flow still stays from the south towards the north, which means Mount Shasta City is still going to be one of the targets for the heavier precipitation. But we go through the day tomorrow, the showers start to taper off, and especially once we get past, say, midnight, everything really starts to taper on off. In fact, Tuesday is actually looking like a pretty nice day overall. We might actually see some sunshine and some calm weather before our next system moves on in. Once we go towards early on Wednesday morning, it's not going to be a very strong system, and it's, again, part of that split flow that I was talking about, which I'll explain here in a little bit. Now, in terms of our rainfall amounts, we're going to be looking through tomorrow morning. Pretty meager amounts through most locations. Again, the big bullseye will be Mount Shasta City, and some pretty decent rain along the Oregon coast, maybe a half an inch to an inch of rain, about 1 to 2 inches possible for Mount Shasta City. Now, we're not going to be looking at a whole lot of snow for Mount Shasta City. Most of that has transitioned over to rain, but you might get another inch. We're going to be looking at some pretty healthy amounts of snow along the Oregon Cascades, and generally 1 to 4 inches of snow east of the Cascades. So I was talking about that split flow in the jet stream. So here, this particular wind map here at the very top, 200 miles an hour. This is all that moisture that was going into California. That's all the rain that they've been talking about, that they've been having for the last couple of days. Now, way out here in the western Pacific, you can see some of this energy going up to the north and to the south. So it's kind of like a river. When you get a river and it splits off into two directions, it really starts to weaken quite a bit. So with that being said, we're going to be looking at cooler temperatures really for the next several days. We're not going to have any significant systems move into the region. Yeah, we'll have some rain pretty much every day, at least the chance of rain, but then we're going to have high pressure, and that split flow is going to stay way offshore, so it's going to weaken every system that tries to move into our area. And we finally might actually get some really warm temperatures possible as we get towards 7 to 10 days out. We'll keep an eye on that in the days to come, but the Rogue Valley forecast temperatures into the 50s through Tuesday. We cool off back into the 40s by midweek with the chance of showers for most days. And I just realized I have don't have the exact 7 days. So here we go. We'll go back to the Oregon coast here. Rain likely for tomorrow. Chance of showers for the remainder part of the week, highs into the 50s. For Northern California, you'll stay into the 40s Tuesday and Wednesday, though. Actually looking pretty dry. I could see a little bit of some snow by Thursday. Klamath Basin, same kind of scenario, some rain and snow for tomorrow. Dry on Tuesday, but stays pretty cool throughout the region. Cascades, we'll be looking at plenty of snow throughout the region for the next several days, which is good news for the snowpack.